train non-stop. Some are witty, some are punny. You might groan, but hey, well I thought it was funny. So sit back, come, let's seize the day. Release coffee check, you're a laugh away.
Good morning, folks. The time is 9:47 on the 10th of August, 2025. And of course, that's the 11th for my crazy friends on the other side of the world. My friends in Australia, my friends in Perth, my friends in Adelaide, my friends in Sydney, and my friends in Melbourne. Wow, I can't believe I'm finally going to be in Australia. Kangaroos. Hey, buddy, what's... Oh!
Quit saying Melbourne! Yeah.
Oh my god. What the hell just happened to me? Did you like that little video? I made that the other day because, well, sometimes I get a stupid idea in my head. That original video was from Australian parachutists, obviously. I did steal that to make that video, but I want to know what you thought about that video. I think it's funny. I got somebody to thank there. I have to thank my friend Paul Daley from Sydney, Australia, not Sydney, Nova Scotia, like I almost said. Paul, I asked him if he would be willing to record himself saying those lines. Quit saying Melbourne, yeah, beep. Paul actually got his friend to do it for me, and his friend goes by Smicko Micko. So Smicko Micko, I want to say thank you to you, man. I don't know if you ever watch these videos or anything like that, but thank you very much for recording that. It was the perfect voice. Thank you to Paul for making that happen, and thank you to anybody who watches these videos, and thank you to anybody who might be from Melbourne if you happen to watch these videos. I don't think anybody from Melbourne is watching these videos, but there's always that chance, eh? My name's Lee, folks, by the way. Sorry, I got carried away. My name's Lee. I'm the guy who started the groups, well, I thought it was funny. You folks are you, and you are absolutely amazing. And how do I know that? We've got these two groups. Yeah, that's right, there's two of them, that I call the community of, well, I thought it was funny. These groups were nothing until you got here. They were just mildly entertaining. Now they are wildly funny. So you've made these groups amazing, and if they weren't amazing before you got here, I think the math adds up. You're the amazing part of that. So thank you for helping us make these groups so good, and thank you for being so funny, friends. And you know, there's 837,000 of us in this community. Yeah, but 837,000 of us in this community of, well, I thought it was funny. That is more people than many cities have populations, right? So what do I like to call us? Come on, if you've watched these videos before, you know what I'm about to say. We are the funniest city on the internet. Population us, funny people in a funny place. And holy smokes, do we make people laugh. Absolutely. Hundreds of thousands of people every day come to these groups just to get a laugh. And that's because of you. So you rock. What's on your agenda for today, my friends? It is Sunday here on this side of the world. Of course, Monday for our friends on the other side of the planet there, you know, in Melbourne. Let's see, what do I have today? I'll tell you what I've got going today. I'm tired because I worked a concert last night in Mount Joy, and they sounded great. Really good concert. I wasn't familiar with them at all, but they really, really sounded good. But that was a late one. And then when I get home from a concert, I can't go to sleep right away. So I was up late and up early. So I'm a little tired right now. I am working a basketball game today. It is the Calgary Surge. I'm sorry, I don't know who they're playing at the moment. But Calgary Surge, this is a professional basketball team here in Calgary. I believe it's the equivalent of basketball AAA, but I'm not 100% sure on that. They don't normally play at the Saddle Dome, but this is sort of a special event, the second one of the year. And it'd be kind of cool to see something different. I love watching basketball. Now, I don't watch basketball on TV ever, but I've always liked watching basketball live, like, you know, if I get the opportunity. Never seen an NBA game, never had an opportunity. And back in junior high, early junior high, I was in basketball for a short while because there was a time when I was tall and I didn't shrink. It just I happened to have hit puberty earlier than a lot of my friends, so they thought I was going to be a giant, but then they all kind of caught up and surpassed me. So I did play basketball for a while, and I really enjoyed it, and I wasn't horrible at it. So it'll be fun working something a little bit different and hopefully get a chance to watch the game. So that's what I'm doing today. What I did yesterday, I worked that concert. Those are my plans. What are your plans today, my friends? What's going on? I want to hear about it. I really do. Why don't you leave a quick note? You know, are you going for a walk today? Are you working today? Are you taking the pets out for a walk? If there are pets that go for a walk. I want to know about your pets, by the way. I'd love to see photos of your pets. I don't care if they're cats, dogs, fish, reptiles, arachnids, whatever. I want to see pictures of your pets. Heck, I would love to see pictures of your plants if you're proud of them. I want to hear a little bit about your life, folks. Please, please leave a comment on today's video. Just a little blurb about yourself, and maybe we can turn this funniest city on the internet into the friendliest city on the internet by building a little sense of community. But even if you don't want to leave a comment, please hit a like, a laugh, even the angry face or the sad face or the crying face on this video, just so I know that you're out there. Any one of those, please. Because as far as I know, I'm talking to about 6 of you. And while that's all right, I'd really like to get an idea if there are more people out there. And if you're watching this on YouTube or on TikTok or on Instagram, I want to hear that you're out there. Leave a like or just a quick comment, anything like that, folks. I want to hear about you. I'd love to hear about your lives. I'd love to talk about you tomorrow. So come on, drop a comment on this video. You can include photos. If you want to include videos, you can send those to admin@wellithoughitwasfunny.com. And, if I can use any of that stuff, I will. Because we want to make this exciting. We want to make these videos way more exciting than they are. So come on, tell me a little bit about your lives. I got a couple of funny posts that I want to share with you. I try to do this every day. Yesterday I had 4. Today I've only got 2, but they are great. I've got one from Nick Danby. Let me just make sure I got that name right. Nick Danby. Sorry about that, Nick. And the other one is from Olszewski, and they both are hilarious. So we're going to start off with Nick's post. This is Nick Danby, bringing it up right now. Now, these will come up in front of my face. This is so I don't have to do any weird editing later when I put these on Instagram and TikTok. And plus, these are funnier than I am good looking, my friends. So I'm going to bring up Nick's post right now. I swear too much. I do. I try not to, but it leaks out. When I'm doing the joke segments, I drop a lot of F-bombs when I'm tripping over my words. You don't hear them. I edit them out. I get this. The swear jar, my swear jar would have paid for the university education of several children. So Nick, I get this one, and I live it, and I hate that I swear this much, but thank you very much, Nick. That made me laugh. Next one is from Olszewski. You should recognize that name. Olszewski is one of our top contributors, and I have shared lots of Sue's posts in these videos. So let me bring this up. Another one that made me laugh. And by the way, that's how they get featured. They just have to make me laugh when I'm looking for posts. So here we go. Ain't this the freaking truth, eh? I never really thought about it like this, but absolutely, you're playing for prizes instead of money, but it's still kind of gambling. I'm not going on an anti-gambling bent or anything, but I never thought about it like this. Sue, thanks for pointing that out. It's weird when you look at things from a different perspective, eh? Kind of made me laugh anyways. Sue, thank you very much. Nick, thank you very much. That's Nick Danby and Sue Olszewski. Folks, thank you for making a whole bunch of people laugh. And that's how you get featured here, folks. You just got to make me laugh. If you think it's particularly funny, you could always tag me in your post. Maybe it'll be the feature post. A good chance that it would. I wouldn't mind that. Unless a whole bunch of people started doing it, then I'd have to tell people to cut down on that. But I can do it. The reason we're funny is because of you. And the reason we're popular is because we're funny. And the reason we're popular because we're funny is because you made us funny, right? So thank you very much, folks. And, keep those coming in. If we hit 1 million, which we're aiming for, cross fingers, it's only because you folks have made this place hilarious. Okay, I guess we've got to that point. You know what that point is? The point where we get to the bad jokes. To whomever stole my glasses, I will find you. I have contacts. What's the difference between in-laws and outlaws? Well, outlaws are wanted. My wife asked me to put the toilet seat down. I'm not sure why I was carrying it around anyways. Does anyone remember that joke about my spine? It was about a week back. 3 weeks ago I sent my hearing aids in for repairs. I haven't heard anything since. I hope you enjoyed those bad jokes. The first one I got from my beautiful, wonderful wife. The second one I got from my buddy David Knapp. And the next 3 jokes came from Dad Jokes, the cheesy edition, by the folks at Dad Says Jokes. That's @ Dad Says Jokes on Instagram and on Facebook. Possibly on other places, but that's where I know them from. Tell you what, folks, if you like funny dad jokes and just funny jokes in general, I would say go check them out. Go and subscribe to them. I'm not affiliated with them, but they make me laugh and I get a lot of jokes from them, so I think it's worthwhile. You know, I like to show my sources, and that's a great source. They are a great source of funny jokes. And you know what? I want you to be a source of jokes. I would love to tell your jokes. That's right. You could send your jokes to jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny.com, and maybe I'll be thanking you next video for your jokes. Send them to jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny.com, and if I use them, I will always give you credit. I promise you, I don't like stealing jokes, so why would I start stealing with your jokes? Send them to jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny.com. Come on, folks, we already know you're funny. Let me tell the world how funny you are by telling your jokes. And if you really want to do something cool, why don't you record yourself telling a joke, audio or video? You can record it on your phone, you can record it on a webcam. I'll even take an audio or video cassette and I'll make that work, my friends. I really would. And I would definitely make a point of letting people know. That would be kind of cool. Send your jokes to jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny.com, and if you've got it in you, send recordings of you telling jokes to jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny.com. It's a beautiful Sunday, isn't it? You know, it'd be a great day to check out our store, folks. I got a bit of a commercial I'm going to run. We're going to come right back. But I just want to say they are great products. Like these coffee cups are fantastic. Nice big coffee cups. Got shirts, got hoodies, got stickers, all that stuff. Any purchase goes a long way to helping us continue what we're doing. And what that is spending time making sure this group stays funny and not full of scammers. We're going to run that commercial and we're going to come right back. Want to help us out and look good at the same time? Head over to store.wellithoughitwasfunny.com, where we've got t-shirts, hoodies, 3/4 sleeve rock shirts, we got coffee cups, we've got to-go cups, we've got stickers. Check it out today, folks. That's store.wellithoughitwasfunny.com. Thank you for sitting through that commercial, folks. I really appreciate it. It really does mean a lot to us if you purchase anything. But I want you to know we're here for the funny and we're not here for the money. You know, before I wrap things up, because I was just about to wrap things up, I forgot to ask you a couple of favors. And now they're kind of cheesy, but I'm sorry, but I'm going to ask them anyways. If you get a chance today, try to make somebody laugh. You're going to make their day better if you make them laugh. Second favor, along those same lines, you're as important as anyone else and you deserve to laugh. Please make sure you're laughing today. Find something that makes you laugh if you have to hunt it down. And if you find something particularly funny and it makes you laugh, please post it to the group. Tag me in that. And there's a good chance it's going to be one of my featured posts tomorrow. I want to know what makes you laugh, my friends. And I want to make sure you're laughing. Now's the wrap up. Well, almost. First thing. Funniest city on the internet. You know why we're that? We're that because you've made us funny. There's no point coming to a group about memes and about jokes and that if they aren't funny, right? Well, 837,000 people have decided this is funny. You being one of them, but you're also one of the reasons why they've come here. Sure, we were mildly funny when it was me and a couple of my friends, but we are hilarious now, and we're getting funnier. And, you know, my whole plan, most of my life is just to make people laugh. And you're making that happen. Thank you for making my plans come to fruition. They're not evil plans, at least. And, you know, thanks for making the world laugh, my friends. You're making the place brighter and better. And we need a lot of laughter nowadays. We always need a lot of laughter. And it's been, you know, some pretty dark times out there around the world. So let's just keep making people laugh. And let's keep laughing ourselves. I'm going to be here again tomorrow, my friends. I will be here again tomorrow. I really hope you're here too. Maybe we'll have a few new people with us, but even if we don't, it doesn't matter. We're already the funniest city on the internet, and we're already the best group on the internet. See you again tomorrow. All the love.
Well, I thought it was funny.
Well, I think it was funny.
Well, I thought 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 it was funny.